So today I'll be tackling another watercolor painting using my ST watercolors, these cheap brushes that I have sitting around, and also a cup of water and my Canson watercolor paper. So let's do it! For today's video, I'll be redrawing this watercolor painting that I did way back in 2017. That's like a while ago. For sketching, I'll be using the Prismacolor Color Erase in the color pink, just as soon as I stop playing with it. There we go. Anyway, hello! Welcome back to this channel, I guess. It's a new year, a new video. I'm undoubtedly late. Yeah, it has been a while since I've made a video. Yes, I realize that now. It's mostly because a lot of things has come up during the way while I was making this video, and I wasn't given the chance to post this video or actually complete the voiceover. This video was actually shot back all the way in January of 2020, and I was planning on uploading it at around, I'm not sure, but I think at the start of February or in mid-February. But as you can see, a lot of things came up like school and projects. I just couldn't really had the time to finish it, so it kind of got left behind and forgotten about a little bit. And after that whole spiel was over, I was debating whether or not I should finish it and post it, because it's technically not the New Year's anymore, and it's March and it's late, and would people still watch it because it's not technically relevant anymore. But I decided to post it anyways because it's technically still my first video of 2020. I haven't posted anything this year yet, so here you go. So like I said in the beginning of the video, I'm going to be repainting this watercolor painting that I did way back in 2017, and that's like a while ago. That's like, what, 3 years ago? Damn. So the reason why I wanted to repaint this picture is because I wanted to see how much I've improved over the past 3 years. I know 3 years isn't technically like a long period of time, but it felt kind of long, so I want to see how much I've improved on it. And also because watercolor wasn't really my strong point when I was starting out my channel. I think this was like 2 years after I started my channel, and I was only doing Copic stuff, so I wanted to branch out into doing other things. So I was like, oh, watercolor, why not? Because other people are doing it, so why the heck not? And so I wasn't really thinking, I was just doing it for fun, and this kind of happened, and it kind of got me down the loop of like the watercolor hole, so like that's fun. And I actually think I've improved a lot with the techniques and how I lay down the colors that I've used. Like, one of the major differences I can see is how I use the colors. In this new one, I use purple and yellow, and they are both complementary colors to each other, so they both complement each other, and when they are put together, even though they are on the opposite ends of the color wheel, they complement each other and they look good together. Unlike using blue and pink, which are complementary colors to some degree, but like it's not the ideal color, you know? I remember when I was painting that old painting, I just wanted two very opposite colors to go with each other so that they would clash. And they definitely did clash, but not in like a good way. And I also think the improvement in the techniques I use also resulted in a better product and a better result in general. Like for this new piece, I feel like I blend a lot smoother. I feel like the watercolors lay down a lot flatter than before. Probably because I use a lot of water, because in my older ones, I didn't even use like a lot of water. In fact, I was using like a water brush which had like a specific amount of water in that water tube, so it didn't really work as well. And also using a bigger brush helps overall, because bigger brushes can hold a lot of water at one time. And by using like a small brush, it really does increase streaks in your painting. By using a bigger brush, it definitely decreases the streaks and like the texture of the watercolor in the painting. Even though some artists do want texture in like their watercolor, I don't think they want streaks in their painting, because it can look pretty ugly. And I feel like they don't look professional in a weird way, you know? My technique in this is also going slow, layer by layer. I let the layer underneath it dry fully before I go on top with another layer, because sometimes the color lifts off and it gets really annoying. So you just gotta take the time to use the hairdryer to just blow it away. And yes, I use the hairdryer is a prominent tool in this picture because I used it a lot. I just had to cut out all the clips, but I used it many times. The layer by layer technique also helps to build up saturation without putting literally all the pigment in one go, because I've tried that before. It ended up really chalky and it wasn't good. So building up layer also helps build up saturation very slowly, but it works. I also really like the depth and the texture of this picture. I feel like you can totally see it on the purple side, not much so on the yellow side, but I really like how it turned out. I was really proud of it because I remember going super slowly and I was like, okay, don't rush this, just take it slow and it'll be fine. And it actually ended up working really well. It didn't technically look like clouds technically when it's done, but I really like how the texture looks and the technique I used. I could have done it a whole lot better, but for now, I think for my skill level, I haven't really been painting clouds that often, but I really like how this turned out and I'm really proud of it. I really wish I could have done the yellow side a whole lot better and more cleaner, because you can't really technically see the depth in the yellow side of the clouds. I really wish I would have added more brown or reds. I didn't want to add too much colors because I didn't want it to, turn into a rainbow, but like I really wish I would added a little bit of brown just to give it that depth to it, so it doesn't look so flat, because it looks kind of flat. It doesn't really look that flat on screen right now, but in real life, when it's done and dry, it does look really flat. So the reason why I use purple and yellow, it's not just because they are complementary colors to each other and they look good, but it's also because that you can see purple and yellow in the sky itself. Like either at sunset or dawn, you can see purple or yellow if you look at the right time. So that's why I decided to include it, because it's a sky and this painting is supposed to be a sky. The meaning to this picture is actually cut and dry. It's actually really simple, but and it kind of says in the actual picture itself, so you don't really need much thinking to know the meaning behind this picture, but I did say it in my last video, so I'll say it in this one because why not? It technically means you leave your dark days behind, or your dark years behind, like all those hard problems that you faced last year. You don't get to face in the new years because it's like brighter opportunities, and like you get to face a new year and you get to make goals and it's a new life and it's stuff like that. I mean, considering the fact that this year we've already faced some difficulties so early on in the year, it kind of makes us question, like, is 2020 really gonna be our year, I don't want to get too analytical or political here, but I feel like this is a thing we should discuss. I think we should all be aware of the situation, not be ignorant about it. I have discussed it on my Instagram a couple times, but it's not that bad. If you were aware of it and you don't panic, I'm pretty sure we're gonna make it through this and everything's gonna be okay. Hopefully. And don't forget to wash your hands. I don't think anybody can stress this enough, so wash your hands. Okay, PSA over. So for that, the schools in my country, including my school, has been shut down for at least 2 weeks. And I have like a bunch of things to do within those 2 weeks, and I'm not technically bored. I already have another video coming your way. It's been editing right now, and yeah, I'm really excited about that. And I also have 2 other videos prepared in advance. Haven't filmed it yet though, but I already know what I'm gonna do in those videos, so hopefully that'll be fun to film. And I hope you guys are excited. And also, hopefully by the time this video goes up, my banner and my icon on my channel will change, because I do plan on changing that up, making it new and improved, revamping the channel, because I feel like it's been like this for a couple of years and I kind of wanted to change it up, find something new in this channel. So I hope you guys liked it. So we're coming to the end of the video now, and here's me adding some little birds using the Prismacolor Color Erase pencils in the background and also on the balloon because I think it's cute. And the reason why I add them in the background is because I kind of feel that the background is a little bit empty and a little bit like empty, you know? So that's why I add like a few pink birds and purple birds because I think it's kind of cute. And here's the comparison of the old version and the newer version. I really like the newer version. Just the colors go really well together and I'm really proud of that. So yeah, I hope you guys liked it too. Anyway, thank you everybody so much for watching this video. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.